There you are. Pegast's mages have already told the Grandmaster about our find, and they're waiting for us in the Emporium. Let's go.
Hey, you changed. I didn't change. I'm always on the job, what can I say? Hey there, fellow keeper. He doesn't want to talk to me. What a damn shame. I just want to be friends with my fellow keepers. Is that so much to ask for? I don't think so.
Huh. You're the one they call the Prophet, aren't you?
Madness.
Congratulations on passing the trial.
Can you not talk over them?
Calm the townsfolk.
Maybe. But if this heathen machine is what the Pyreans used to combat the cycle, I want it near. Even if it turns out to be useless, only a fool turns down a chance. Shards, how long will the reconstruction take?
Well, that depends on how many Pyrean mechanics you have on hand that can help us decipher these plans. Just think for once, Aranthiel.
Ouch.
How are we supposed to give you an estimation if we don't even know what the finished machine is supposed to look like?
We will get to work right away, Grandmaster. But in any case, we're going to need a lot of steel and Pyrean crystals.
You will get them. Now, get to work.
Now, if it isn't the Prodigy, well...
Well,
yes.
I'm the Prodigy. Oh,
so,
who are you?
You actually made it, Prodigy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Even
no, he
though
already
I'm
told
not
me.
sure
Wait,
everyone is
who are
as
you?
mad about that as the Grand Master.
I haven't seen you here before. You're a Dendralian, are you? You've got a slight accent.
I do? Thought I had gotten rid of it by now. But yes, I'm originally from Nirim. Just like you, as I've heard.
Uh-huh. Oh, why didn't you tell me? This is the first time we're meeting.
Oh, I don't know. Probably because I don't have very fond memories of my time there. You know, if someone would have told you 20 years ago that one day I would be the Archmagister of the Holy Order, you'd have probably laughed in his face. It's absurd just to think of it. You know, I was a slave there.
Oh, a slave.
Yes, you see, I was born into a traveling group of Aeterna minstrels. I never got to know my father, though, and living that way was hard. So my mother eventually decided to burn all bridges behind us and start over. Sorry, I'm babbling. I don't want to bother you with my boring stories.
No, they're not boring. You're good. I was the one who asked. You're not boring me. What happened to you after you and your mother... Wait, what happened to you and your mother after you went away?
Well, after some days on the road, we met a traveling merchant who gave us a ride to the next village. A small one named Sildren in the Salathan forest. It seemed almost perfect at the beginning. The place was quiet, and my mother found herself a job as a weaver in the local count's castle. One day, however, the count simply stopped paying her, and, well, when she asked for the reason, he told her that we were his property from that moment on. Just like that.
He just made you his slaves? Is that even possible?
Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, fair.
We were just a woman and a young son, and he owned both the land and the local guard. We had to serve this Creole, that was the count's name, for 9 years. It was horrible.
And no one came to help you?
No. No one. We weren't the only slaves he kept, and the villagers were too afraid to do anything. As for Chancellor Baratheon's armies, well, I'd be surprised if they even knew Sildren existed.
I'm sorry to hear that. So how did you manage to get away?
Pure luck, I suppose. One day, an Enderalian merchant and his escort passed through the village. They were on their way to Waverock to catch a ship from there. And just by coincidence, he saw me crushing some herbs I had found in the forest. That's what I did in the little spare time I had, you know. The Salathan forest is so incredibly rich with plants you have no idea. What I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheaf of god's dung. That impressed the merchant so much that he simply bought me.
Oh. What about your mother?
He left her there. Believe me, what he did had nothing to do with mercy. He just saw that there was money to be made off of me. I cried and protested, of course, but 2 months later, our ship arrived in Ark, where he got infected with flesh maggots and died shortly thereafter. Luckily enough, he was a sublime. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, they simply asked the Order to grant me the novitiate, which they did. How the left path. Sounds crazy when I tell it like that, and it probably is. But back then, it just happened.
What of your mother? Did you ever find out what happened to her?
I tried, but as you can imagine, my obligations made my options to do so very limited. Only recently, however, word reached me from a mercenary whom I sent over. According to him, Creo is dead, and his castle was deserted.
Oh.
But who knows if he just said that to appease me. I think when all of this is over, I might ask the Grandmaster for permission to travel there myself. And then, who knows? By the righteous path, now I really am babbling. I am sure a man like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring old chronicler. I should probably get back to business. Forgive me.
You'd be surprised I don't have that much to do, even though I'm the prophet and I'm saving the world from cyclic destruction, yada yada.
You did excellent work. We will reconstruct this machine, no matter the price. Here, this will reward you for your effort. That still leaves the sigil stone.
Yeah. You mentioned the stone before. What do we need for it?
It's simple.
Or it for?
I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness.
Oh, that sounds important. Protect how?
Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Ark, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard.
Oh, great. We're playing favorites now.
The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia.
So that's why we need the memory of a dead person.
Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago.
And we somehow have to access his memory?
Yes. The ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
Okay, I've been warned that this quest is ridiculously tough, so I'm gonna put it on hold and I'm gonna level up. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. I'm level 16 now. I should probably get to maybe around level 20 first, because I heard it's just really tough. It says 2 stars, but I don't know. Fragments of the Past. That's the same. Well, that's the same quest as that. Let's. I'm just looking at my quest now. I'm trying to see what would make the most sense for me to do. I'm going to do. Let's try to kill Pack, and let's also try to visit Andrasta Braveblood. Let's do that. That sounds good. I think Pack was really tough because he was through the Whisperwood. Yeah, he was through the Whisperwood, so I wasn't able to do that yet. Okay, and oh, I should be able to get to Andrasta from Frostcliff Tavern, because that seems closer than the Dark Valley. Yeah, so let's go to Frostcliff Tavern. Once I hop on the Myrid, you know? Myrid, whatever. Let me eat some roasted salmon. And I should probably go cook. I forget, where do they let me cook? There should be one.
Ever listen to me?
There should be one in the tavern, right? One thing is that I do like how it gives you stars saying like the difficulty. But I don't know if the stars ever update or if it's even related to your oh, wait. Oh, no, I got to go talk to Calia. Almost forgot about that. Whoops, let's go back inside. But what I was going to say is I kind of wish that instead of giving you stars, because I don't know if it's even dependent on your level, what it tells you, I wish it would give, like, a recommended level.
Prophet?
That would make everything just a lot more clear as to, like, okay, should I be doing this or not?
Saira, good to see you. Do you need anything?
If, you don't know your parents, how did you come by your name, Calia?
It was stitched into the blanket they found me in near that village. I don't really know if it is my actual name, but I had nothing else to go with, so it stuck.
What's the, story behind your tattoo?
Tattoo? Oh, of course, you mean my mark.
Yeah.
I've had that for as long as I can remember, and I don't have the slightest idea as to how I got it.
Well, something like that doesn't appear out of nowhere. Someone must have put it on you.
That's what Tyrus said too. But if it has a meaning, it's obscure. I couldn't find anything in the books, and the Magisters couldn't put their fingers on it either.
Is it, I don't know, magical? I don't know. If it's any comfort to you, it looks good.
It does.
Yeah.
You're the first to tell me that. But thanks, I guess.
See, I know what I'm doing. Is it, I don't know, magical?
No, it isn't. It's just there, that's all.
You don't know that. Alright.
How are things?
You seem to spend a lot of time on your own. Was it always like that?
Well, as I told you, I was never very popular with the other novices. You know, the novitiate was very challenging. The Magisters only rarely gave us days off to contemplate, as they called it. The others usually used it to go to the tavern to gamble and drink. I never really liked that kind of pastime, and I still don't.
You're drinking right now. What about love? That's a good enough pastime.
I've never really thought about things like that.
Oh, she likes that, though.
You know, life in the temple is quite secluded, and I doubt there are many men or women who would find my way of living attractive. But forgive me, that's very personal. I don't really want to talk about it.
Are you sure? How come everyone needs to stretch their legs from time to time?
That's true, but when I feel the need to relax, I prefer taking a stroll or spending time in the baths. Whatever secret there is about relaxing to loud music, raucous shouting, and alcohol is beyond me.
You make a good point. Not really. I just came to talk.
That's convenient, actually. And I think I still owe you an explanation.
A little bit, yes. About old Dothelgrad, I take it?
Yes, but let's talk somewhere else. Come on.
Yeah, the novices are talking behind us, and it's really rude.
So, sorry for all the secrecy. I just didn't want anyone else to listen in.
I can understand that. So what did you want to discuss?
Well, that moment when I neutralized the leader of the bandits in Old Dothelgrad. I'm sure you noticed that I was different then.
Neutralized is one way to put it. That's one way to put it. You seemed upset.
Upset. You choose your words carefully, Saira. I appreciate that. I'll make this quick. There is something about me that you don't know. That no one knows, actually. Do you remember what I told you in the curarium about the destroyed village? Well, I wasn't entirely honest with you.
Oh, you did destroy it. So you do know what actually happened.
Not all of it, no, and it's true that I don't know how I ended up there. But I remembered something just before I regained consciousness. Some kind of vague memory. A feeling coupled with an image.
A feeling? What exactly do you mean by that?
It's hard to describe because it didn't last very long, but I saw myself, but I was somehow above the rooftops, as if I flew. Below me, I saw all the chaos, the dead, the fire, the devastated houses, and I somehow felt hot, but from inside, as if my blood was boiling. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to describe it better than that.
So, that was what? A memory? Something that really happened? I'm not sure I'm following.
It was something that actually happened, I'm sure of it. But the memory, it was somehow blurred. Like a dream, but a very vivid one.
What happened then?
Nothing. I woke up, and from there things happened just as I've already told you. But that's not really what I'm trying to get at. In that memory, when I saw all those dead bodies and all that destruction, I felt satisfaction, pleasure. as if all that suffering, all that pain was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever seen.
A little messed up. I'm not sure I can follow. What are you trying to tell me?
Well, I didn't know what to make of that memory myself for quite a long time. But then, things happened that made me understand. There is something inside my head, Saira. Some kind of second soul, an entity. Most of the time it sleeps, but there are situations in which it wakes up. Mostly when something atrocious happens or has happened. Blood, pain, death. Whenever I'm confronted with these kinds of things, it tries to... I don't know how to put it. Tries to take control of me, and then things like Alt Dathulgrad happen. It's never managed to completely take me over, and it hasn't gotten as far as it did in Alt Dathulgrad for a long, long time now. But that memory from the village, I think that is what happens when I let myself go completely.
In other words, you have some kind of a demon inside you.
If that name seems fitting to you, then yes. But I think we both know these stories about ghosts taking over the living are just stories to scare the common folk. If it helps you, think of it as some kind of temptation.
It doesn't.
One that's just waiting for the moment when I am too weak to contain it.
And I'm guessing this power you suddenly had when you killed the bandit comes from this entity inside you?
Yes, it is immense, Saira.
Uh-huh.
I can feel it every time it is trying to take me over. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I were to give in completely.
That's a lot to take in.
I figure. Listen, what happened in Old Dothelgrad, I never should have let it come to that. But that moment when he charged me, the blood on his sword, I just couldn't contain it. And when I gave in, when I hacked him into pieces, I simply felt so thrilled. Complete.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
I was naive to believe it would never get that far again. Naive and stupid. But do you see now? This is the reason why I train so hard. Why I always try to control my emotions, no matter what people do or say to me. This creature inside me, it's always on the hunt. And the only way I can keep it at bay is by controlling both my body and spirit 100%. Just one moment of carelessness. That's all it takes.
So those villagers could have been right after all. Did you destroy that village? I mean, I don't want to start accusing her. I see. Does the Order know about this? The Magisters?
Only Master Tyrus, my foster father. He taught me how to contain it by controlling my thoughts. And he also advised me never to tell anyone about it, which I haven't. Until today.
I'm special. And why did you tell me?
I don't know. Probably because I was afraid you'd tell someone else about what happened in Old Dothelgrad and that would raise suspicions. A coward's move, I know, but it was the best solution I could come up with. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. If you were to let it take over completely, what would happen?
I don't know. And truth be told, I'm not sure I want to.
And there's nothing you can do about this? No way to banish this monster?
No way that I know of, at least. Who should I ask? The apothecary? There are two ways that would go. Either they would ridicule me, or they would take me seriously and report my condition to the Order.
True. Alright, fair enough.
Neither way helps me, and who knows what the Order would do if they found out. Especially as strained as the situation is right now.
But if violence provokes this thing, why are you with the military wing of the Order?
Well, what would be the alternative? Transcribe Pyrean books like the Magisters do all day? Or drop out entirely and pour hot water for the upper city's noblewomen? Look, Saira, as you've already pointed out, there is a chance that this thing inside me is responsible for the massacre in the village.
Yeah.
And if that's true, I definitely have a lot of repentance to do, don't you think? And even if it isn't, I want to change things, to make the world at least a little bit better. And yes, I do realize that this means a lot of hardship and hard work for me, but I'm not afraid of that. Do you know why? Because that's what's missing in this world. So many people just talk, and never act, because that would mean that they'd have to actually endure something for what they believe in.
An admirable attitude. Sorry if I offended you in any way. I'm just worried for you. That's all.
Yes, I know. Sorry, I shouldn't have gotten so emotional. I just wanted to clear this up. Anyway, the one thing I ask of you is to keep silent about what I've told you. It will never come to something like that again, I promise.
I don't believe that, but...
I'd like some time by myself now.
Okay.
And thanks for listening.
Whatever you say. Oh, level up, thank God. I'm gonna do... health. Alright.
This just doesn't make sense.
Wait, who was listening to us? Oh, you're all just sitting in here.
I don't want to be nosy, but is it true you were inside the memories of a dead Parian? That is incredible.
First off, your face looked... Okay, no, from this angle, your face looks
Inscribed
disgusting.
80, 100 times.
But also, I haven't done that quest yet, so thanks for the spoilers, buddy.
Registers never
May his light guide you.
How the hell do I get out of here? Alright, let's, stairs, here we go. Now... Wait, where... I don't know where the hell I am, no. None of this looks familiar to me. Oh, there's a door.
Why can't it ever be easy?
Alright, now... Now...
The fabled prodigy.
I can
I
go
hope you can live up to what they say.
into the Mirrored. At long last. Alright, so I'm level 17 now. I do want to... level up a bit more.
My Sir de Luna.
Maybe...
And I fell for it.
maybe level 20 or so. Get some better gear. And then hopefully I should be good enough to do the Pyrean memory, but yeah,
Yes.
no. I've been warned by a couple people
Wherever you look.
that it's a
Where is this
really
supposed to
tough
lead?
quest. So I'm just keeping that in mind so I don't get fucked over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those signs to go to the South Quarter.
Monsieur?
Take the Myrid to Frostcliff Tavern, can't speak English. And then sell some stuff at the tavern, and then we can head on out, try to reach the Dark Valley, pack all that stuff. For all I know, it's going to be over-leveled, but, that's why we have autosaves, thank God. So let's go to South Quarter. Alright. Oh, hello there, fine sir. Oh, you're the brewer. I don't like you. I remember you, but I don't really like you that much. Forget, where's the Mirrored from here? There it is. Yeah, no, I have a sneaking suspicion that everything's just gonna be really tough in that region, but I mean, I'm curious. I want to find out. I want to see if that's indeed true.
Good evening.
Alright, let's, I need a flight.
Sure. Where to?
I am going to... Frostcliff Tavern. I'm also intentionally not going to, do the Brotherhood of Core yet, because I've heard that is also ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm just keeping all those things in mind. Hello, Mr. Drunk, how are you? Oh, there's the entrance to the place. Oh, look how fancy you are!
Huh?
Okay, he doesn't want to talk.
I think I know you. You work for the Order, don't you?
Okay,
Why are
let's...
those wild
Oh,
mages
hello
up in the
there.
temple?
Please,
Forgive
sit
my-
down.
No, I'm fine.
With the Grandmaster side with heretics.
Hello? Oh, it's a mercenary.
He followed a path of his own, and he strayed in the void as a wayward wanderer.
Music is beautiful. I love it. Hi there.
Mark, blessed.
Thank you. I would like something to drink. What do you have?
Oh, a bit of this and that. The roast rabbit is really good. Take a look for yourself.
Thank you. Oh, you have books too. Mostly add-up books. Oh, apprentice books as well. I can sell you some... I can sell you everything. I like that. You have a lot of gold for an innkeeper. I like it. I'm gonna sell you some poisons because I really don't use those. I'll sell you some of these potions that I'm not gonna use either. Okay. I have 762 gold. That's not much. I'm gonna keep all my food. I can sell some of my ingredients, but none of those sell for anything really, so I'm just gonna sell a couple things. I love this music. It's fantastic. I gotta say, Death Breath I don't want. I'm not gonna use Summon Bow. I'll keep these two. Oh, did I get rid of my Volume 1 Butcher of Ark? I guess so. Oh well, I guess I don't need them then. I'll hold on to them though, it's fine. I'll sell you this Amethyst. I'll sell you the Flawless Amethyst. Sell these nails. I'll sell you the toolbox. And I think, well, I kind of want some books. Let's do... It's expensive, but I'm going to buy one of these. And... one of these. Do you have one-handed? You do. Okay. Thank you. That's, you know, like all my gold, but you know. Not all my gold, but still, you know, it's just... It's a lot of my gold. Alright. Now let's, get this show on the road, why don't we?